Hey there traders, welcome to another market update video. Today is the 21st of April 2021, and I do just want to mention this. I have been receiving a lot of messages of people complaining about the fact that we're not taking trades yet for this week. I do want to make this very clear. Since Sunday, after the big dump, Bitcoin has not moved much, similar to most of the cryptos. We've only been seeing sideways action. So there's not much to trade. So understand that we trade with a very specific mandate, a very specific trading strategy, and this strategy has not given us any signals just yet. It's getting close to giving us signals, but it has not given us any signals just yet. So I just wanted to get that off my chest so that everybody understands. Remember, we're not just going to be taking trades, we're taking the highest probable trades to work out in our favor. And it's very important to not become emotional about the trading, not become emotional about the fact that the market is not moving. We had a phenomenal week last week. We will be posting the results very soon, but last week we actually averaged between 4 and 6% depending on your risk and depending on where you entered the market on those signals. So we have a profitable week last week, and the week before that was a profitable week. So being patient will make us money overall in the long run. So let's jump into it. Bitcoin here on the daily chart, still holding the 55 exponential as support. We spoke about this yesterday. If it can continue to hold this level as support and confirm a local low from this level, then we can continue to the upside much, much higher. As you can see, we did not take out the spike high of yesterday, coming in around about 57,633. So that means we have not confirmed a local low. And with not a local low confirmed, we do not see any reason to buy just yet. We could come much, much lower. So the next level that I'm paying attention to for Bitcoin is coming in around $51,350, like we said yesterday. That's where I am very keen to be adding to my positions and buying Bitcoin. I do think we're going to see an overall meltdown in price here and then get that buy opportunity that we're patiently waiting for. I do want to make this also very clear that we trade the extreme highs and lows. That's the strategy that we're using. So we have to wait patiently for these areas of value to be met and for our entry criteria to be met before we enter. So once we hit this level, we'll look at our entry criteria and see if this is going to be a valid trade. But so far so good. Also, to the same token, seeing that these moving averages are starting to curve to the downside, the 10 simple is sloping down, 21 exponential is sloping down, does make me feel like this price does want to continue a little bit lower here, perhaps back down to that level that we just spoke about. And that will be, I'll be looking at that as a major opportunity to be buying. I wouldn't look at that to be a panic sell unless we do break below this level and close a daily candle below our previous swing high, coming in around about 50,360. Let's call it $50,300. Any kind of daily candle close below that level I would then look for an extension back down to around $45,000 per Bitcoin. The lowest that I do think we could go with a decent pullback is somewhere around $39,000 and $41,000 per Bitcoin. All right, that's quite a mouthful. So that is the daily chart update. So that's the medium term update. Let's look at the shorter term view. We have here the 4-hour chart. We can see we're currently creating a pennant after an impulsive move to the downside accompanied by volume. We're seeing a pennant. This could break either way. This could break to the upside as well as the downside. So for now, I'm just remaining patient, waiting for this one to break, see if there's volume accompanying it. We do have this previous swing low still holding as support for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. So any kind of 4-hour candle close below this trend line would make me bearish. We will then look to take short positions around $55,000. and then look for extension to the downside. If we hold this level as support around $53,000, $53,250, let's call it that, that's when we'll close the short positions and see if we can take some long positions from that level. But like I said yesterday, I do think we're overall going to make our way back down to $51,370. And that is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best buy opportunities for a medium term, short term bounce, at the very least back up to $55,000. So again, volume signature seems to be agreeing with us. Momentum oscillators all the way down here. I do think this one still looks like it wants to pop back down. We do have hidden bearish divergence between this swing high, and this swing high. So we have now confirmed 3 drives of hidden bearish divergence, which is usually not a good thing if you're trying to buy. So most likely this price is going to come back down shorter term. Let's have a look at the hourly chart, see what the momentum oscillators are telling us. To be quite fair, this does look like a bearish reset. So in other words, price action is moving up, no volume behind that. So probably just some profit taking happening from the shorts, and then we'll see continuation. So as soon as we see that move start to happen, that's when we're going to take some positions and start shorting the market short term, and then we'll take a buy position right down here. So we have a clear trade plan set up. We do know what we want to do once the market starts moving. Want to take some short positions from this level, see if we can pocket some profits, and then take a long position from around $50,780. Okay, next one we're going to jump into is Ethereum. So Ethereum is currently broken above its previous swing high, but we do have this little liquid zone that has formed right over here. So we're currently moving inside of that liquid zone. And I do want to make this very clear. Whenever we do move inside of a liquid zone like this, I'm usually very neutral on this market. We do see the breakout had some volume accompanying it, but we don't see any follow through on that. After the volume, we see an immediate drop in volume again, and we see a rejection from this liquidity zone. So any kind of 4-hour candle close below $2,283, I'm then going to be looking to take a short position, likely back down to around about $2,180. Shorter term, I do want to say this, it does look like we have this trend line to keep in mind. So this would be a pretty decent level for me to look for a long position for Ethereum. It's a little bit of a different chart, but overall, I do think this one is a little bit more constructive, bullish wise than Bitcoin. So it's very interesting to see that. Just hang on for me. All right. So looking for Ethereum to make its way back down. It's currently testing this previous resistance level. You can see right there we have this trend line coming in there. So yes, a rejection is to be expected, but I do think we'll see a scoop back up here. Like I said, any kind of close below this liquidity zone would confirm a rejection from this area, confirming it as a supply zone, and then we can look for extensions back down to this level. A pretty decent short, at least in the short term, for Ethereum starting to set up here, and momentum oscillators are agreeing with us. We have definitely got hidden bearish divergence between this swing high right here and this swing high. And we do have momentum oscillators looking a little bit weak. We don't see follow through on the volume. So most likely this price is going to continue to the downside. So are we going to see Ethereum come back down around $2,180? I do think so. And I do think that's going to be an opportunity rather than a panic sell. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash. It's still only these coins that I'm keeping an eye on. It's these ones that, in my opinion, are giving the best opportunities for the week. So I'm just focusing on those. So we can see right here, Bitcoin Cash could possibly still make its way back lower to around about $750. That's exactly why I said that I would be interested in taking a position in this one. Pulling back down from this major rejection all the way up at $1,111, quadruple one essentially. But I do think that once we see that pullback, it's more than likely going to be an opportunity rather than a panic sell. Once again, same thing applies. So right now, still confirming lower highs. Do we have any hidden bearish divergence? No, we do not. We actually don't. Volume coming down after an impulsive move. So perhaps this is an accumulation zone, some kind of accumulation pattern, but it's not very clear at the moment. So short term, I don't think we'll take any trades on Bitcoin Cash, but medium term, I would like to take a position around $750. If we do see Bitcoin Cash break below this previous level of structure right here, let me just put it in. If we do see Bitcoin Cash break below this previous level of structure right over here, that's when we're going to see an extension back down to that $750 level. So I'm definitely going to be waiting for that to play out, see if we can grab some profits out of the market once the opportunity presents itself to us. We might even take a short-term bounce opportunity, buy opportunity from this level if we do see a reason to do so. Um, to the same token, we do see this trend line coming in through here. So again, it looks like we're seeing a very similar pattern to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're seeing some kind of pennant formation while volume is going down, while momentum oscillators are resetting. That's usually not a bullish signal. So I do expect this one to make its way a little bit lower here. We do have this liquidity zone right over here. So being rejected by this liquidity zone, perhaps we do take a short position on this one and see if we can make some profits on that. Then the last one, but not the least, is going to be Chainlink. Chainlink also respecting still the 21 exponential moving average on the daily chart, but momentum oscillators starting to really turn back down. We had this spike to the downside, trying to backfill here. We tried to buy, well, the market tried to buy Chainlink up yesterday, but there was just not enough volume to really make a difference here or to make a confirm a local low. So this is not a local low yet. This could push back down to around $31, the same level we spoke about yesterday. And that's the level I'll be paying attention to buy for a medium to long term swing on this particular pair. Shorter term though, again, very similar pattern here, and I'll draw it out for you. We have again this pennant formation that is starting to show itself, make itself apparent, and it's really getting close to maturity. So we're going to see a major move somewhere today, more than likely. And whichever way it does break out, we want to see it accompanied by volume, and then we can start looking for reasons to enter the market long or short if we break to the downside. Like I said, if we break to the downside, any kind of 4-hour candle close below $34.65 would make me bearish, and that's where I would take a short-term short position on Chainlink. All right, let's talk about the dollar. Like I said yesterday, dollar was going to come back down to that level of structure. It did, and it definitely did take the bounce that we were talking about. So the dollar looking to strengthen again, that usually does put a little bit of pressure against anything trading against the dollar. For example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of these are trading against the dollar. So if the dollar is going to be strengthening, we might see a little bit more downside action on all of these cryptos. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Trade safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.